Hey YouTube, this is Nathan from Team Apps showing his scrap deck. So go ahead, Nathan.
Alright, if you take a look,
We have technology.
of course you read 3 Scrap Goblin. This is one of the key cards in the deck. I'm really not going to explain his effect. You just give pluses off of it whenever it's thrown in the graveyard by a scrap effect. And he's a 3-star tutor, so not that bad of a deal. The other one I read 3 of is Scrap Beast. The 4-star tutor has the same effect as Scrap Goblin, but this card can be destroyed by battle. Goblin can't, but this card can. But either way, it's a 4-star tuner with not too bad of attack and defense. So
Let's see.
I run 2 Chimera. A lot of people here at my locals are telling me to run 3, but I'm just trying out 2, seeing how it is, and it's working pretty decent for me. But we all know that what Scrap Chimera does, 1700 attack, and it's practically the blizzard for the deck. 2 Scrap Golem, kind of like Fall Troll for this deck, special summon a 4 or lower scrap monster from your grave to either player's side of the field. I could kind of see why they do that, to special summon Scrap Goblin for assurance of no Gores or Battle Fader or anything like that. But either way, great card. The Tricky. I read 2 of these. This card is really useful in this deck, especially whenever I have a lot of scrap cards in my hand or cards that I need to have in the grave. I just pitch it to special summon. It's more or less a free summon with practically no cost. And with 2000 attack, not too bad. 1 level leader. I've kind of realized that running 2 level leader isn't as bad as running just 1. So I'm just really running 1, but just spamming his effect for Scrap Dragon and for the Tricky, not a very bad card. 2 Dandelion, of course, just to pitch for the Tricky and to use for Scrap Dragon's effect. I run the Raikou engine, or the hamster engine, 3 Raikous and 1 hamster. This really gets a lot of the scrap stuff into the grave and sets up for a lot of the plays for scraps. And it pops a card as well, so I mean, not too bad. Now for the spells. Of course, 3 Scrap Storm, the really big card for the deck. And select a face-up scrap, send a scrap to the grave, draw a card, and then destroy the selected monster. Just chain it to Beast or Goblin being destroyed, to like a Tarantula or a Book or whatever, and just get a +1. And to set up as well. 2 Scrapyard, search either Goblin or Beast. Kind of self-explanatory. The 3 Book. I'm also getting a lot of intel from my locals to always run 3 Book, but I'd like to try 2 to see how it would work, but I'm just doing 3 as it is. Very great card. 2 Pot of Avarice. This card is a little iffy to me because of having to put in all the scrap cards back to the deck, but I mean, with Raikous, Hamsters, Dandies, and Level Leader, and the Tricky, more than half of my monsters are needed back in the deck. And so I run Pot. Monster Reborn and Dark Hole. Spell removal, 3 MST and 1 True Name, or 2 MST and 1 True Name. And for traps, 2 Bottomless, 2 traps done. Call, Bear Force, and Torrential. And for my side deck, I have 2 DD Crow. I wish I could get another DD Crow around here, but being that it's a $5 common. But DD Crow is a very great card because I've always have a plentiful hand with the scraps, and so it gets rid of a lot of problems that involve the graveyard. 2 Thunder King. Thunder King isn't really that big of a problem for scraps, other than I can't play Scrapyard. And it just gets rid of Machinas and possibly Glads for their search for their proving ground. And so yeah, 2 Juju Masters. Reason why I run him is Glads, and I usually have a lot of said cards with the Raikous and Hamsters and possibly Dandelions. And this helps keep a lot of versatility with my sets, and so that they won't expect near as much, or they won't expect him whenever they don't want to. And of course, 2 Cyber Dragon. I mean, what else can I say? 2 My Body. This card is extremely helpful against Glads with that Gazaris play, with a lot of the destruction play that I don't want my scraps to be blown up, other than by their own effect. Nobleman to cross out for all those other set cards that might give me problems, like said Raikos and Hamsters and Spies, and 2 7 Tools of the Bandit to get rid of that Chariot and get rid of Warding and Solemn, and just for the cost of 1,000 life points. I mean, not that bad of a side card. And last but not least, 2 Divide Wrath, just for one thing, to pitch cards that I may need in the grave and just to negate monster effects. And this is my scrap deck. Thank y'all for watching.